Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mary from Mary Made Crafts, and today I'm going to slow my roll a little bit and realize that it's fall and it's not Christmas, even though I've been making a ton of Christmas cards. So I'm going to celebrate fall by making this autumn card today, and I'm using Stampin' Up! Vintage leaves, which are just classic and beautiful. You can use them in pretty much anything. Right here I am going to do some masking on this card. So I stamped one of those leaves out, and I'm just cutting it out so that I'll use it for a mask so that the other leaves will fall behind it and everything won't be like layered mess. You saw a leaf there, but I didn't like it, so I'm going to do some second generation stamping here. And what that means is you stamp it off once onto a scrap piece of paper, and then you stamp it onto your project. It will be the same color scheme, but it will be one shade lighter. And I wanted to go with that because I felt like the original colors were a little dark. I'm using all Stampin' Up! Ink here. There's Cajun Craze right now. I used Early Espresso prior to that, and then I'm finishing it off with some Old Olive Green. And so again, doing that second generation stamping just really is a way to stretch your supplies as well. So if you don't have every shade of every color, you can try that. I'm going to do some ink splatters here with some Distress inks. I've watered down some aged mahogany ink, which is a beautiful maroon, deep red type color. And then I'm going to ink splatter with some peeled paint, which is again kind of more of a fall green, not very bright. And so I'm just using my Post-it there to kind of mask my project so that it doesn't get splattered with a whole bunch of different inks over the leaves, because I wasn't going for that. And I'm just going to heat set it a little bit here to not smudge it. I smudged it a little bit as I was working on it, but the drying did help. Right now I'm going to put on again, some glitter and some glitz using my Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen. What I love about this is the colors are not made for this in the sense that it will bleed into them. And so I actually really liked that effect on here because it didn't look so stark white, or I'm using very vanilla cardstock, so it's not white, but it didn't look so stark in the background. And so it kind of merged some of those colors from the ink together just because it bled into it. But it worked out really nicely, and I like the way that that did, and it gave those leaves lots of sparkle. I haven't really seen naturally sparkly leaves, but this is what we're going with. And then here I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which will be cut out. I'm using Lawn Fawn Scripty words and dies, and I'm just using the word thanks. I'm going to do something here you don't need to do. I stamped it first in brown ink, Early Espresso, and then I stamp it to heat emboss it with gold, thinking that maybe I can get like a goldy brown. It didn't work. The gold is very opaque in the powder, and so it just came out gold, which is fine too, but I was trying to be inventive and it just, whatever, didn't work out. So, but I did get a very pretty gold thanks, and I'm just heat setting that so it gets shiny and raised up. And then I'm going to go cut that out with the coordinating dies for this. You can cut it out by hand, that's no issue either, but this was just faster. And so when I place this, as you see up on the top, this is a quick video, so I'm running through it pretty quick, but I used, I made a frame here for the brown glitter paper, and I want that thanks to go right across the frame, but I felt like the thanks got lost. So what I did was I die cut the same glitter paper out again in the thanks. And I'm going to place that behind it almost like a shadow. And you'll see how that lays out in a second. But I did pop up my frame here with some 3M mounting tape. And I just used one layer of it. Just a tiny bit of dimension there to add that. And then what I'm going to do is make sure when you do this and you want something to lay across a frame that's popped up, that you put dimension on the middle too, or else it'll dip way in. And if you send it through the mail, that might not end up so well. So just a little tip. And so I'm using some multi-matte medium, which is super strong adhesive, to put that on the glitter paper, because the glitter paper is smooth and shiny and kind of slippery. So you want to make sure you use something real strong. So you can see there I have a border to that thanks, and that just kind of breaks it up from the background of the white the vanilla cardstock. On the inside, I wanted to finish it off, so I took my old olive, I did some more second generation stamping there, and stamped that right in the center. And then here I am placing down my thanks. And that is it for the card. Very quick video today. Just wanted to share. I was getting in the fall mood and had some fun with that. Thank you so much for stopping by again, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. All the supplies will be listed in the description below. Have a wonderful day.